Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. We are drinking Dunkin' coffee. Dunkin'. Guys, I'll tell you what, I'm sure that you've seen it by now. I've had a lot of emails from you guys. What happened yesterday on July 13th, 2024. What looked to be an attempt on Donald Trump's life ended up leaving someone deceased as well. Guys, I'll tell you, people were wondering my thoughts. I'm going to run you through a play-by-play of what my day has been. It's actually Saturday night here. This is still ongoing. This investigation and everything with the whole Donald Trump rally and all that stuff. It's still ongoing. I'm sure most of you, like us, have been flipping through the channels, watching all the different channels of what's going on, trying to find more information, see what's going on. It's crazy. It really is. So let's break down me and Jessica, just to let you guys know. Me and Jessica just finished up our Q&A video. I was editing it and I dozed off. My aunt calls me up on the phone and said, something happened to Donald Trump. I wanted to let you know. And she said something happened with his ear. This was right as it happened. So she had called my mom, actually, and my mom said she was actually at a hospital visiting one of her friends. And my mom said, call Dan and let him know what happened. And she called me, and that's when she told me, something happened to his ear and all this stuff. So I get up, I tell Jessica to say, turn on the news. And sure enough, looked like somebody had hit Donald Trump in his ear, grazed his ear. And I'll tell you what, oh boy, he was very lucky. And our thoughts and prayers are with everyone involved. This should have never happened. When you look at the area, it's like the first thing Jessica said was, how could this happen? Like, how could they not see that? I don't know. Like I said, it is still fresh. On the news. There's not much we do know other than shots were fired. Someone got hit and unfortunately passed away in the audience, and from what I understand, someone else was hit also. They were saying on the news that they were in critical condition. Not sure of their condition right now, and they kept replaying it over and over. It's still replaying right now. But got a lot of emails from you guys, got some comments from some previous videos and stuff. I just everybody wanted to know my thoughts. It's terrible. There's not really much to think about right now other than, our thoughts and prayers are with all the families involved, everybody who was at the Trump rally. So going on through my day, I got up when we had finished the Q&A, which I will try and have that out by tonight, but I felt it was important to do this video here just to let you guys know. Plus, I didn't want to put the Q&A video out in the morning because this is a video that people have been waiting for a long time, and I didn't really want, a lot of discussion in the comments of what has happened and everything, which I'm sure there will be anyway, but I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to comment down below, what do you feel about this? How do you feel, moving forward as a country? I feel like this is a dark day in America here. Thank goodness it could have been a lot worse. I'll tell you, one thing I did notice too, I was talking to my uncle on the phone, and he was talking about how he's flipping through different channels, seeing if everybody was kind of saying the same thing, or, that's kind of what I do too. I was flipping through CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and I like looking at the perspective from all different angles. And the one thing that I can appreciate about all the news at the same time, which, at least in an event of something like this, everyone cares about what happened. Nobody uses this as a political gain for anything, right? And I did appreciate that. That, this is something where we need to come together as a country. This can't ever happen again. This is, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't really even know where to go with this. I just thought I would kind of give you my thoughts and kind of go throughout the day of what's been going on. Me and Jessica, right at the end of the Q&A, we were talking about being happy and not watching much news and stuff like that, which you'll see in the video later. But I started thinking, I was like, maybe we shouldn't put that out in the morning, because that's kind of like you're probably watching the news right now. You're probably watching it right now. I've been glued to the TV, and I'm never glued to the TV. It's a scary situation. That's a scary situation, and thank God for all of our soldiers and all of the Secret Service who quickly seemed like they took care of the situation. Looking at the buildings and stuff, I'm just like, it's crazy that this could even happen, and hopefully they take this as a sign that you need to go the next step further and make sure that this never happens again. Now, we have no information of really any, at this point in time, at about 11 o'clock at night on July 13th, 2024, we don't have much information. There's a little bit more information coming out. Joe Biden came out and gave a little bit of a speech earlier, and I thought, some reporter asked the question, do you think this was an assassination attempt? And he paused for a bit, and he said that he has his opinion, but he's not going to say nothing. I thought that was very smart. I was like, it was a good way to answer. Came out, he tried to reach out to Trump, tried to reach out to Donald Trump in the hospital and everything. He did find out that he was okay and in good spirits and everything. I thought that was very good. It was a moment where it's like, okay, let's not claw at each other here. This is a really serious situation that we can, it's like football rivals or something. It's like the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Steelers or something. It's like, yeah, when you're in the ring with each other, it's tooth and nail and all this other stuff. But at the end of the game, you're friends. You're part of the same build that tries to. I mean, I guess whichever way you look at it, it's like, hey, this could have been anybody, right? This could have been anybody, and it just, I don't know. It's something that's hard to really process. So some of the news, like anchors and stuff, I understand. Like when you're in this kind of situation, you don't really know what to say. I did hear some news anchors kind of bobbling questions, and it's like. Some of these, it's like nobody really knows. Nobody knows. The one thing in common that a lot of people said that were getting interviewed and stuff is that it sounded like firecrackers. It sounded like firecrackers, like very slight pops, didn't even think of anything. And actually, when you hear it, it's like, I don't know. This is not a scripted review or anything. As you guys know, I do not script anything. I just kind of giving you my feelings on the situation. It's a sad day, but we need to learn from this and make sure that in the future, then we prevent for 100%. So something, I'm curious to see what comes out, what people say. Like, how did this guy become invisible to some people? What happened? I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of speculation. Let's not speculate anything right now. No conspiracy theories or anything like that. People were saying, I got some emails from you guys. It's like, I hear you, but now's not the time for any kind of conspiracy theories or anything like that, because this is something that should have never happened. And we don't know the facts. When I put together a news story or different things on recalls or different food shortages or price increases or stuff, I do rigorous research. I give it days before I talk about it. I don't even really feel comfortable talking about this right now. just because there's a lot we don't know. You know, they're on the news saying, well, is he crazy? Is he insane? No sane person could do this. You know, who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no thoughts on the personality or the type of person that could do something like this. You got to know that. I mean, if you're going after a political figure, especially of that magnitude, you got to know that you're not going to make it. If you're successful or not, you're not going to make it. You're going to be taken down. You have to know that you're a goner. And yeah, that might create some kind of something wrong in the brain. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Some information on things could be hidden for a long time. You know, we don't know. I don't speculate. I'll say things, you know, my opinion of a situation or something. It's downright scary that somebody was able to go through with that. And us not be on top of it from the beginning. And again, saying that, might have had a really good plan. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that tomorrow's video, no matter what was coming out in the morning, was going to be a lot of these type questions. So I figured I would just save you some of the trouble and let you know some of my opinion. That way we're not having to flush through the comments and talk, you know, like this is, you know, I don't know. There may be more information in the morning. I'll just kind of tell you what's going to happen, at least on our channel here. This video will be out in the morning for you guys, so you'll be seeing this on Sunday morning, and then I'm going to maybe put our Q&A. The Q&A video is done. I have it edited and everything. Probably going to put that out tonight, which will be Sunday night. Me and Jessica had a great time doing the Q&A. And we were so excited that you guys had given us all these questions to answer, and Jessica had a really good time. I had a really good time. And just because of the feeling of everything today, didn't really want to put that video out first. I kind of wanted to do something different here. So I was like, well, you know, it's too late to do something else. We can't do a store review or anything like that. And I was just thinking like, well, I'll talk about this situation. And it's crazy, you know. Again, make sure you let us know your thoughts down below. And, you know, again, I can't stress enough our thoughts and prayers out to everyone who is involved, the families. And I'll tell you, you know, it's like, it was freaky when I turned the TV on and I saw it. I'm sure you guys all thought it too. And I was like, whoa. And it's like, it was in some ways, I thought it was a good thing that Trump let people know right away that he was okay. But until you actually like see his ear and everything, it's like, whoa, did he just get shot? And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Because when we had first turned it on, there wasn't like a constant replay. They just showed this, and I was kind of catching the tail end of it. And I didn't really know what was going on. And then later they have more audio that you can hear and stuff like that. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. I hope that never happens again. I don't care who it is. That's crazy, and that should never happen. We should be more on top of that. If there's anything we can get out of this, is that what can we do to prevent that from ever happening again? Because that was a pretty scary situation. I don't care who you are. That's something. I know. Could you imagine if that happened to you? Could you imagine if you were standing up there and all of a sudden you got shot in the ear, right? And it's like, I'd almost be, not that I'd be afraid to go up on stage again or something, but you would have to kind of have that in the back of your head, like, somebody's out to get me. Who is it? Who, you know, that's the thing. That's why this information needs to be transparent. I mean, I'm sure him and all of his Secret Service agents and all this will know all this information that we will probably never know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought for as good as they could, they handled the situation as quick. I mean, it was quick. It was pretty quick. They jumped on top of him and got him to the car and got him out of there. But I'll tell you, You know, it's, you know, you think back to things like JFK, and I don't want to say stuff like that, but you know, you think about these things, anything can happen, and you just got to be careful. And I know since that situation, things have changed and are a lot more careful, but just goes to show that it can still happen. You still got to cover all ground here, all ground. But guys, that is all the thoughts I have right now. It's still fresh and ongoing. Just wanted to have something out here in the morning for you guys, and also wanted to talk about this a little bit, just so you guys knew that I was aware at least, and, you know, just relaying the message. And if you don't know about this, well, you either don't own a TV or a radio or haven't walked outside, because literally there were people outside talking about all this. So it seemed like everybody knows it is the shot heard round the world, and I'll tell you what. That's they got the guy. So if you haven't seen it or anything, they did get the guy. They actually had footage when I was coming in here to do this video of a sniper taking him out. At least that's what it looked like. So I don't know, guys. Crazy situation, but you know, we just got to move forward. Thank God it wasn't worse than what it was. I feel bad for the person who died. You know, I mean, and they did have an interview with a guy who was right next to that guy. And I'll tell you what, that's got to be terrible too. Like, he saw that guy he got hit right in the head and fell straight down. And he said, I guess somebody else had gotten shot too. It's sad. It really is. And, you know, it's something that should have never, ever happened. So we just have to seal these things up in the future and make sure that, you know, I don't know, like when you have people come into an arena and you got VIPs involved, well, I don't know, like maybe armor-proof glass everywhere. I don't know. I'm just rolling it off the tongue here, but this can't never happen again, guys. I don't know what else to say about it other than it was a tragic situation that I feel could have been prevented. And luckily it wasn't worse than it was. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for tonight. The Q&A video will hopefully come out tonight. I may put it out tonight. I've been carefully kind of piecing together. I've been talking to Jessica about this for a while. It's like, this just happened, and we're about to put out a video where we're all excited and happy about things. I just didn't feel like this morning was really the right time to put that out. So wanted to put this out first, just to let you guys aware of the situation if you didn't know, and mostly my thoughts and feelings on it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.